Hi, I'm Willa. 3 years ago, I married Derek Chen, and I thought I'd won the lottery. He was ambitious, charming, and always knew exactly what to say. We had our rough patches like any couple, but I believed we were solid. I really did. Babe, I'm heading out, Derek called from the hallway that Tuesday morning, adjusting his tie in the mirror. Wait, what time does your corporate event end tonight? I asked, pouring his coffee into a travel mug. Probably around 9. You know how these things drag on. Lots of schmoozing with investors. He kissed my forehead. Don't wait up. Actually, I was thinking, Will, I'm already running late. We'll talk tonight, okay? The door closed before I could respond. That had been happening a lot lately. The late nights, the distracted conversations, the way he'd angle his phone away when texting. My best friend Rachel insisted I was overthinking it, but something felt off. That afternoon, I had what I thought was a brilliant idea. Derek's company was hosting their annual investor gala at the Riverside Hotel, and I'd surprise him by showing up. Not as his wife, though. I'd go undercover as waitstaff, see him in his element, maybe catch him off guard and make him laugh. Romantic, right? I called Rachel while driving to the costume shop. "You're doing what?" she asked, skepticism dripping from every word. "I'm going to surprise him. Come on, it'll be fun." "Willa, honey, I love you, but this sounds like a terrible idea. What if he's just stressed about work? Then I'll surprise a stressed husband and make his night better. What's wrong with that?" She sighed. "Fine, but call me after, okay? I want to hear everything." I rented a standard waitress uniform, black pants, white shirt, black vest. At 6:30 p.m., I walked into the Riverside Hotel's service entrance like I belonged there. The real staff was too busy to question one extra person carrying a tray. The ballroom was elegant, all crystal chandeliers and cream-colored tablecloths. I spotted Derek immediately, standing near the bar in his navy suit. My heart did that stupid flutter it always did when I saw him. Then I noticed who he was talking to. Vanessa Park, his colleague. The woman he'd mentioned exactly twice in 3 years. "Derek, we can't keep doing this," Vanessa said, her hand on his arm. "Someone's going to notice." I moved closer, pretending to collect empty glasses from a nearby table. I know, Derek replied, his voice low. "But I can't just end things with Willa out of nowhere. She'd ask questions." "You said you'd tell her after your promotion came through. That was 2 months ago." My hands froze on the champagne flute I was holding. "Van, please, give me until the end of the month. I'll sit her down, explain that we've grown apart, make it clean. And then what? We just magically start dating? People will connect the dots, Derek. So we wait a few months, then go public. My wife isn't exactly the suspicious type. She still thinks I'm working late every Thursday." The champagne flute slipped from my fingers and shattered on the marble floor. Derek's head whipped around. For one frozen moment, our eyes met. I watched the color drain from his face as recognition hit him. "Willa?" His voice cracked. Why are you dressed like..." I ran, pushed through the kitchen doors, ignoring the confused shouts of actual staff members, and didn't stop until I reached my car. My hand shook so badly I could barely get the key in the ignition. My phone buzzed. Derek. Then again, and again. I turned it off. Rachel answered on the first ring. "How'd the surprise go?" "He's cheating on me." The words came out flat, emotionless. "He's been cheating on me, and everyone at his office probably knows, and I'm the idiot wife who didn't see it." "Oh my God. Willa, where are you?" "In my car, outside the hotel." "Don't move, I'm coming to get you. Don't talk to him, don't go home yet, just wait for me." 20 minutes later, Rachel pulled up beside me. She took one look at my face and pulled me into a hug. "Tell me everything," she said. I did. Rachel drove me to her apartment. Derek had called 17 times by morning. I ignored every single one. "You need a lawyer," Rachel said, handing me coffee. "Like yesterday. I need evidence first. What if he tries to deny it? It was just a conversation. He could claim I misunderstood." "You didn't misunderstand anything, Will." "But a divorce lawyer will want proof. Texts, emails, something concrete." I stared at my phone. "I need to go back home when he's at work. Check his computer, his credit card statements. I'm coming with you. We drove to my house at noon. Derek would be at the office for hours. I knew his computer password. Our anniversary. The irony wasn't lost on me. His email loaded slowly. I found the folder almost immediately. Personal. Real creative, Derek. Months of messages, hotels, restaurants I'd never heard of. Vanessa writing things like, "Last night was amazing," and "I can't wait until we don't have to hide anymore." "Oh, Willa," Rachel whispered, reading over my shoulder. "I'm so sorry." I forwarded everything to my personal email, then checked his credit card statements. The Riverside Hotel, charged 12 times in the last 4 months, always on Thursdays. His late work nights. My phone rang. Marcus Chen, Derek's older brother. "Willa, thank God. Derek's been losing his mind trying to reach you. What happened?" "Did you know?" I asked, my voice ice. "About Vanessa?" Silence. "Marcus, did you know your brother was cheating on me?" "I suspected something was off," he admitted. "But Derek kept insisting everything was fine with you guys. I thought maybe I was imagining things. You should have told me." "You're right, I should have. Willa, I'm sorry. What can I do?" "Tell me the truth. How long?" "I don't know for sure, but I saw them having lunch together about 6 months ago. The way they were looking at each other, it wasn't professional." 6 months. Half a year of lies. "There's something else," Marcus continued. "Derek took out a loan last month. $50,000. I only know because he used me as a reference and the bank called to verify." "What? Why would he need $50,000? "I don't know, but I thought you should be aware." After hanging up, I searched Derek's office more thoroughly, found the loan papers in his desk drawer. $50,000 with monthly payments we definitely couldn't afford. The purpose listed, personal investment. "He's been spending your money on her," Rachel said, reading the documents. "That's why he needed the loan, to cover his tracks." The front door opened. Derek's voice called out, "Willa, I know you're here. Your car's in the driveway." Rachel and I exchanged glances. She positioned herself between me and the door. Derek appeared in the doorway of his office, his tie loosened, looking like he hadn't slept. "We need to talk." "We really don't," I replied. "Please, let me explain. What you heard last night?" "What I heard was you planning to divorce me after you got your promotion. What I heard was you scheduling my heartbreak like a business meeting." "It's not like that. Vanessa and I, it just happened. These things happen, Willa." "No, Derek. These things don't just happen. You made choices. Every Thursday for 6 months you chose to lie to me." He ran his hands through his hair. "I never meant to hurt you." "But you did, repeatedly. And you know what the really sick part is? You took out a $50,000 loan without telling me. What was that for? Hotels? Jewelry for her?" His face went pale. "How did you—" "Answer the question." "I was going to tell you about the loan. It's an investment opportunity." "Stop lying," Rachel interjected. "For once in your miserable life, stop lying to her." "This doesn't concern you, Rachel." "Actually, it does. I'm a witness to all of this. Every word." Derek's jaw clenched. "Willa, send your friend home. This is between us." "No," I said simply. "Rachel stays. You're the one who needs to leave. This is my house too, and I want you out." "I'm not going anywhere. We need to figure this out like adults." "Adults don't cheat on their spouses, Derek. Adults don't steal money from joint accounts to wine and dine their mistresses. Adults don't lie for 6 months straight." "It wasn't 6 months. It was—" He stopped, realizing his mistake. "Oh, so it was longer. Thank you for clarifying." "Willa, please. Can we just talk about this calmly?" "I am calm. I'm also done. I want you out of this house by tomorrow. Move in with Vanessa since you're so eager to be with her." His expression shifted. Something harder crept into his eyes. "You're not thinking straight. You're emotional. Tomorrow, when you've calmed down—" "I'm not changing my mind. We'll see about that." He stepped closer, and I instinctively moved back. "You really want to blow up our entire life over this?" Rachel pulled out her phone. I'm recording this, Derek. Keep talking. He glared at her, then back at me. This isn't over, Willa. Yes, I said quietly. It is. I stayed at Rachel's for 3 days. Derek sent dozens of texts, each more desperate than the last. I documented everything. My lawyer, Patricia Mendez, said it would all help. Are you sure you want to go through with this meeting? Patricia asked. You don't have to see him again. I need to. I need him to understand that I'm not backing down. Okay, but I'm coming with you, and we're meeting in a public place. We chose a coffee shop downtown. Derek arrived 15 minutes early, looking haggard. Vanessa was with him. You brought her? I asked. Vanessa wanted to explain, Derek said. We both do. We sat down. Derek and Vanessa on one side, Patricia and I on the other. Vanessa spoke first. Willa, I know you must hate me. I don't hate you. I don't think about you enough to hate you. Her face reddened. Derek and we connected on a project and feelings developed. It wasn't intentional. Did feelings also develop when you were booking hotel rooms on his credit card? Derek leaned forward. Willa, what if we tried counseling? We can rebuild trust. Derek, stop. Patricia's voice was firm. This meeting is not about reconciliation. Then what's it about? Vanessa snapped. Divorce terms, I replied. And ensuring Derek faces consequences for defrauding me. Derek's expression shifted. What are you talking about? The $50,000 loan. The money you withdrew from our savings. You forged my signature on the loan documents. That's fraud. My lawyer's filing a police report tomorrow. You wouldn't, Derek said, his voice wavering. Watch me. Vanessa stood up. This is insane. Derek, we should go. Sit down, Patricia commanded. We're not finished. Derek, my client is also prepared to testify that you've made threatening statements. You're looking at serious legal consequences. I never threatened her. You said this isn't over in a menacing tone. Rachel has it recorded. Derek's face went bright red. Willa, you're really going to destroy me over this? Ruin my career? You did that yourself. I'm just making sure there are consequences. I'm sorry, okay? Is that what you want to hear? I'm sorry I hurt you. Can't we just move past this? No. Willa, please, I'm begging you. I'll do anything, couples therapy, whatever you want. I'll cut off all contact with Vanessa. Just please, don't file those reports. Derek, you don't get it. I don't want therapy with you. I don't want your promises. I don't want anything from you except a divorce and restitution for the money you stole. It wasn't stealing. It was our money. Money you spent on your affair without my knowledge. That's theft, Derek. Vanessa grabbed Derek's arm. Come on. We don't need to listen to this. But Derek didn't move. If you file those reports, I'll lose my job. I'll lose everything. You should have thought about that before you betrayed me. I made a mistake. People make mistakes. Mistakes are forgetting to buy milk. You made choices. Deliberate, repeated choices for months. Now you're facing the consequences. He stood up abruptly, his chair scraping against the floor. Other customers turned to look. You think you're so perfect, so innocent? I never claimed to be perfect, but I didn't cheat. I didn't lie, I didn't steal. You're going to regret this, Willa. Patricia stood up immediately. That's a threat, Mr. Chen. I'd recommend you leave now before I call the police. It wasn't a threat. It was a statement of fact. Derek, let's go, Vanessa urged. He shook her off. No, she needs to understand. Willa, I'm warning you. That's enough. A security guard approached our table. Sir, you need to leave. Now. Derek looked around, realizing the scene he was causing. Fine, but this isn't over. Actually, I said, meeting his eyes. It is. My lawyer will be in touch about the divorce. And Derek, the police will be in touch too. He left with Vanessa, pushing through the door so hard it slammed against the wall. Patricia exhaled. Well, that went about as expected. He threatened me, I said, my hands shaking. You heard that, right? I heard it, and I recorded it. Along with everyone else in this coffee shop who pulled out their phones. She squeezed my hand. You did great, Willa. You stood your ground. The police were surprisingly sympathetic. Detective Morrison took my statement personally. The forged loan documents are clear evidence, she said. And we have the recordings of his threats. The DA will likely file charges. What happens now? We'll bring him in for questioning. You'll probably need to testify, but you won't be alone. 2 weeks later, Derek was arrested at his office. Marcus called me immediately. Willa, they took him out in handcuffs, in front of everyone. Did he really expect there wouldn't be consequences? He called Mom crying, says you've ruined his life. Marcus, he ruined his own life. I'm just making sure he's held accountable. I know, and I think you're doing the right thing. Derek tried one last time to negotiate, calling from his lawyer's office. Willa, I'm asking you one more time. Drop the criminal charges and I'll give you everything in the divorce. The house, the cars, everything. You don't have a choice about the divorce settlement, Derek. That's not how this works. Please, I'm begging you. I'll lose everything if I go to prison. You should have thought about that before you committed fraud. I never meant for any of this to happen. You have to believe me. Actually, I don't. You stole from me. You lied to me. You threatened me. These are facts, Derek, not feelings. Facts. So that's it? You're just going to let them send me to prison? I'm simply telling the truth about what you did. What happens next is up to the justice system. Willa, please. Goodbye, Derek. I hung up. It was the last time we spoke. The trial lasted 3 days. Derek pleaded guilty to fraud and forgery. He got 2 years probation, community service, and had to repay every cent plus interest. He lost his job. Vanessa dumped him right after the arrest. 6 months later, Rachel and I were having lunch when my phone buzzed. Derek's number. Are you going to answer that? Rachel asked. Nope. I declined the call and blocked the number. I'm done giving him space in my head. How are you feeling? Really? Honestly, I'm okay. Better than okay. I got the house, most of our assets. I'm starting that graphic design business I always talked about. And I'm not spending every Thursday wondering where my husband actually is. That's growth, Rachel said, raising her glass. To new beginnings. To new beginnings. My phone buzzed again. A different number. I answered. Hi, is this Willa? This is Jennifer from Thrive magazine. We're doing a feature on women who've overcome financial fraud in relationships, and we'd love to interview you. Really? Your story's been circulating online. A lot of women are inspired by how you stood up for yourself. Would you be interested? I looked at Rachel, who was giving me an encouraging smile. Yes, I said. I'd be interested. Because maybe sharing my story could help someone else recognize the warning signs before they end up disguised as a waitress at their husband's corporate event, watching their world fall apart. Have you ever discovered a betrayal that changed your life completely? How did you handle it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories about standing up for yourself and refusing to accept less than you deserve.